cucumber sandwich. I did love them so.
Is that true, Ruth?
Is what true?
What Elvira said.
You know perfectly well I can't hear what Elvira says.
She said that you got Madame Carty here to try and get her exorcised.
We discussed the possibilities. There's the snake in the grass for you.
You have no right to do such a thing without consulting me.
I have every right. This situation is absolutely impossible, and you know it.
Maybe if you try and be a bit more friendly to Elvira, we might all have quite a jolly time.
I have no wish to have a jolly time with Elvira.
She's got quite a temper, hasn't she? I can't think why you married her.
She's naturally a bit upset. We must make allowances.
Well, I was never so ill-behaved, was I? Even when you were beastly to me.
I was never beastly to you.
Where is Elvira at the moment?
In the chair by the table.
Now look here, Elvira. I shall have to call you Elvira, shan't I? I can't very well go on saying Mrs. Condamine all the time. It would sound too silly.
I don't see why.
Did she say anything?
She said she'd like nothing better.
Oh, you are sweet, Charles darling. I worship you.
I should like to be absolutely honest with you, Elvira.
Hold on to your hats, boys.
I admit I did invite Madame Carty here with a view to getting you exorcised, and I should like to think that if you were in my position, you would have done exactly the same thing, shouldn't you?
I shouldn't have done it so obviously.
What did she say?
Nothing. She just nodded and smiled.
Thank you, Elvira. It's very generous of you. I should really so much rather that there be no misunderstandings between us.
That's very sensible, Ruth. I agree entirely.
I should like to ask you a frank question. Why did you really come here? I can't see that you could have hoped to have accomplished anything beyond the immediate joke of making Charles into a sort of astral bigamist.
I came because the power of Charles' love just tugged and tugged at me. Didn't it, my sweet?
What did she say?
She said she came because she missed me very much.
Well, she's seen you now, hasn't she?
Now, Ruth, we can't be inhospitable.
I have no wish to be inhospitable. But I should like to have an idea of just how long you intend to stay, Elvira.
I don't know. Isn't that awful?
She says she doesn't know.
Surely that's a little inconsiderate.
Oh, didn't the old spiritualists have any constructive ideas about getting rid of me?
What did Madame Carty say?
She said she couldn't do a thing. Hooray!
Now, Ruth, try not to be so downhearted. We shall soon adjust ourselves. I mean, you've got to admit, it's a unique experience. I can't see why we shouldn't get a great bit of fun out of it.
Fun? Charles, how can you? Oh, you must be out of your mind.
No, not at all. I thought I was at first, but now I'm beginning to enjoy myself.
Oh, there she goes again.
Try not to be so callous, Elvira.
I suppose she said something insulting.
No, dear, she didn't do anything of the sort.
Now look here, Elvira.
Oh, she's over by the window now.
Why the places can't she stay in the same place?
Oh, temper again. My poor Charles. What a terrible life you must lead.
Do shut up, darling. You'll only make everything.
Who is that darling addressed to? Her or me?
Both of you.
Oh, this is intolerable! She has the advantage of being able to say whatever she likes without me being able to hear. But she can hear me all right, can't she? Without any modified interpreting.
Modified interpreting? I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
Oh, yes, you do. You haven't told me once what she really said. You wouldn't dare. Judging from her photograph, she's the type who would use most unpleasant language.
Ruth, you're not to say things like that.
I have been making polite conversation all through dinner last night, and breakfast and lunch today, and it's been a nightmare, and I'm not going to do it anymore. I don't like Elvira any more than she likes me. And what's more, I'm certain I never could have, dead or alive, if, since her untimely arrival here the other evening, she had shown the slightest sign of